Hello, Digital Diary, Facebook friends and family. It is 3:59 a.m. on, I believe it is Wednesday, March the 26th, and it is now 4 a.m. And I was laying in my bed or whatever. I can't sleep. I'm not sleepy for some reason. And I didn't even take a nap today. That's crazy. Usually, y'all know I get my naps in, but I didn't even get my little nap in today or whatever. But my niece and my nephew, they're gone now, and Mally and Mari went to my brother's house with them for a night. So it's only me and the big kids here or whatever, and I just been chilling or whatnot. I was after the little kids had left. I was upstairs getting on the big kids' nerves. I was up there showing them all the little Facebook TikToks or Facebook reels and shit that I be watching. You know how they say you send your man or your kids all your favorite TikToks to see if they gonna laugh along with you and shit. Ooh, I got the hiccups now and shit like that. I was upstairs making my kids watch all my mom reels or whatever. So that was pretty cool. Then I came back down here and I was just watching some of my content or whatever, and I'm such a funny individual. But me and the kids was in here dancing today to Ana or whatever by Young LA and T.I. This a banger. So we was just around the house dancing around, having fun or whatnot, enjoying ourselves, things that families do in the comfort of their own home and shit like that. So that was pretty cool or whatnot. Um, I was gonna call and talk to Tobias, but he started pissing me off real quick. Like I wasn't even on the phone with him for 2 minutes, and he started pissing me off. And I gotta stop talking to Tobias because he ain't my man, and he not even my man. So why do he be pissing me off? And we can't figure out if we're friends or family or anything like that. If he family though, he must be family from my daddy side of the family because I don't know them motherfuckers, and they don't know me. They don't know shit about me other than the fact that they stole from me. Fuck out. But anywho, I was talking to him or trying to talk to him or whatever, just a regular normal conversation about to just chop it up. But he started pissing me off. And for one is because like soon as I called, he started yelling in my ear to me, turn your phone up, turn your phone up. I can't hear your headphones. He like, well, I got my AirPods. I just tap them. I don't got to be next to my phone for them to connect or whatever. And that's just so dumb to me and lame. Like sometimes I feel like Tobias be trying to throw shade and it be lame to me. Because what the fuck is you trying to throw shade for? Bitch, I'm Sunny. It's fuck. It ain't no shade over here. No shade allowed. Like I am of the sun, literally. So anyway, he like, I could just put my headphones, my AirPods in, and you could just tap them. I don't have to be next to my phone. Well, I have headphones too. Any headphones. They don't have to be AirPods. Any headphones that connect to the Bluetooth, you don't have to be next to your phone to answer. But being that I never really receive phone calls and shit like that, I don't ever have my headphones next to me. Either the kids, well, actually, I was using my son's JBL headphones before I had bought me these little headphones. I can't be doing too much twisting and turning. So I had got me these little headphones or whatnot. Oh, I don't want to take them out the thing because and I like these. I just pop them in my ear and I press the button to answer, press the button to hang up, and shit like that. You know, I don't gotta be right next to my phone if I have it connected or whatever. But they were just like some little cheap headphones that I bought that I like. They're very comfortable. I don't worry about them falling out of my ears. Anything like that because they have the little rubbery flexible part on them, so I don't ever have to worry about them you know falling out or anything like that. So they'd be cool or whatever. But Again, I don't ever use my phone. So anytime anybody call me, I'm going to answer the phone and you're going to hear me say, hold on, I got to go find my headphones, or I got to go get my headphones because I keep these in my purse. I don't be next to my purse when I'm in the house. So if somebody calls my phone, I have to say, hold on, let me go connect to my headphones. I have to come get them out of my purse, connect them, or as soon as I take them out, they connect anyway. But I got to go and get them because I don't be by them. And why would I have them connected if they're not in my ear? You get what I'm saying? But people just be trying to be funny, and that's just so weird to me. And then I was about to furthermore get into asking, simple questions who I talk to, like, hey, how are you doing? How's the kids? How's your mom? How's the family? How's this? How's that? I always ask those questions because if I care about you, then I care about how your family is doing. Even if I don't like them or they don't like me or something like that, I still ask because if I care about you or if I love you or anything like that, 9 times out of 10, you love and care about your family. So when you care about people, you care about the things that they care about. Right? Right. And before I can even get into all of that, though, he like, oh, yeah, because all of my baby mamas and our kids and the kids they at Kalahari, they was like, Daddy, you want to go to Kalahari? And I just felt like he was trying to be funny. He was like, but you got all that money over there. First of all, I don't have all no money over here. You know that people were stealing my money. Tobias knows for a fact that people were stealing my money. And then Tobias used to work at the post office. He probably was one of the people that was stealing my money. You always got to turn into an investigator when you meet people. Well, I do at least. Because people always come into my life trying to figure me out or trying to belittle me because they know that they stole something from me already. But I don't be knowing these people from a can of paint. So I don't know if they genuinely want to be a friend, want to be a man, or they just genuinely op. You got to figure it out. And I met Tobias in May, if his name is even Tobias, because a lot of people like to go by aliases. But I met Tobias in May of 2024, and it's about to be May of 2025 in a minute. So that's a year that's coming up. And being that in this year, I can't figure out if he work at Ford, if he's a Fed officer, if he's a scam artist, a thief, a man that's be looking for a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th wife, baby mama, or polygamous ass shit, a girlfriend or something, or an energy vampire or a warlock that do spells and want to come fuck and drain people's energy or manifest off some good pussy because the pussy that they got can't manifest no more or some shit like that. I be having to figure that out when I'm talking to people, dating people and shit like that. It's just what I have to do because, boy, I gotta watch my back because I'm not just anybody. People will come into your life to do fucked up shit. So, when you somebody. So you got to figure it out. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. But when people come into your life, hold on, because I'm getting a download. Boy, I gotta watch my back, so I'm not just anybody. People will come into your life to do fucked up shit. People will know your worth, net worth, and they come into your life to fuck you over or to set you up or to pretend to like you, love you, marry you, and it's all a plot to steal your money and shit like that. I don't know why I'm getting that and Aaliyah, that and Aaliyah and me, Aaliyah. Come on, Aaliyah, she giving me the download. People will come into your life because they know that you are very valuable. They will treat you, though, like you ain't worth nothing. Treat you like an option, like it's so many other women that's better than you, but they know that you're worth. So they want to continue to hold on to you, is what I'm getting. And it could be people who are very well off themselves, but they know your worth. And people, again, need people to manifest off of. That's why I'm getting Aaliyah. Like, she was very talented, very beautiful. And then there was people who wanted to either manifest off her or sacrifice her so that they can walk in her energy. You know, a lot of people say that Jay-Z and Beyonce now was a big part of sacrificing Aaliyah and shit like that so that Beyonce can take over. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what a lot of people say. And I'm getting the download right now, so I'm going to say it. But it could be people that are very well off themselves. And meanwhile, they see your worth and they want to drain from you. They don't want you to do better than them or the people that they're connected to, but they know that you're better than them. Or so they want to drain you and take from you. It's the download that I'm getting. And that's making me think about this time. One time, me and my friend, we had went to Red Lobster. This was some years ago. We had went to Red Lobster. And we were sitting down in there and we was just talking and eating. And me and her, we was laughing. We was having us a good time or whatever. And this man randomly had walked up to our table. He was a waiter at Red Lobster. And he was talking to my friend. He was like, I'm interested in you. And he was like, but I have a wife. But my wife and I are looking for an additional woman to bring into our household. And the requirements is basically that you just have to have a job. And he was like, do you have kids? She was like, yeah, I got 2 kids. And he was like, okay, so you have to have a job or whatever. And what we do is we all live together and we all split the bills together and we make it work. And he was like, in order for me to bring another woman into the household, we have to have a meeting with my other wives. I think he said he had like 2 or 3 wives already, and he was looking to bring another woman into their household. And he was like, you can come to the meeting and you need to bring your kids, because when you bring your kids to the meeting, they'll then meet my kids and we'll all sit down and we'll talk to the kids and my other wives and we'll talk about things and we'll see if you're a good fit. And she was like, oh, Aaliyah, you want to come with me? Bitch, hell the fuck no. I don't want to come. I don't want nobody getting motherfucking confused or why I'm in this bitch in attendance. I don't want to be a sister-ass wife or none of that shit. But for some reason, I'm thinking about that. And I remember the conversation clear as day. And he was like, yeah, so we're going to have a meeting. I want you to come over on Tuesday. And she went to the meeting. She had called me like, you sure you don't want to come? I'm positive, girl. Call me. Let me know how it go. You know, just a phone call away. If you need me, call the cops. Anything like that. But I'm not coming to be in attendance. So, you know, she had went to the meeting or whatever, but I don't know what she had ended up doing with that or whatnot, because she had her own baby daddy and niggas that she was fucking with. So, anywho, it's just like the way that the man came up to us and he broke it down and he explained everything. He was like, yeah, you can come to the meeting too, sir. No thanks. But he was explaining it like that. And for some reason, I'm being reminded of that. Like, sometimes people be wanting you to be in polygamous relationships. And I had somebody ask me, I had 2 different people ask me if I wanted to be in some shit like that. Never once coming out to say, hey, I'm into polygamy. Do you want to be my second wife, third wife, or anything like that? They never came at me like that, though. One person said, oh, well, what? We should be Muslim. You know, Muslims, they get to have multiple wives. Go ahead, you can go and fuck head and be Muslim. You know, and there's nothing against Muslims. For the most part, I like Muslims. I might eat me a little bacon, a little rib, but I like Muslims. No hard feelings. You see, I keep my hair wrapped up too. But the other person was like, okay, well, me and my baby mama live together and she crazy. She ain't really she gonna get jealous if you move in. She like bitches. My baby mama, she like bitches. But if I move you into the house, she gonna be jealous as if I wanted to move into a house with him and his baby mama. And my kids. And their kids. But he's like, I will put you in your own house and I'll pay the rent. First of all, his baby mama used to already be popping her ass up at the house where I paid the rent looking for that motherfucker. Bitch, I don't want you paying for shit for me to go live in another house for your baby mama to be harassing you. Peace is everything to me. Peace is everything to me. That's one reason that I don't want to be in no shit like that. Bitch, we ain't even got to be married. And if we're in a relationship and I find out that you're cheating on me, I'm going to feel some type of way. So you think I'm about to be sitting up laying up like, oh yeah, this is my husband's other wife. I know for a fact that they fuck raw and some may have a baby and everything. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm super duper excited. No, I can't fake the funk. And it's not even being jealous. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck do a motherfucker need 2 wives for. But 2, 3, 4, or however many they have. Same thing for a woman. What do you need 2 husbands for? Granted, it's nice to be spoiled. It's nice to live comfortable and know that your bills are covered and everything like that. All of that is beautiful. But do it come with peace for real? And a woman who is messing with 2 men, I've always feel like that is suspect. Like I'm going to feel like one of the men is a little questionable. Because you a man and you okay with your wife fucking another man in the same house and you know about it. That just makes you not even manly to me. Like, where's your backbone? Where's the order in the court? But that's just my opinion. That's how I feel. Or whatever. But I'm not knocking people who do it. Because there be people all over social media that claim to have successful polygamous relationships. And then you got the people who say, well, shit, these niggas out here cheating anyway. They gonna fuck who they want to fuck anyway. So at least mine's pay the bills. And if you okay with that, you're okay with that. It's common sense. If you know that your man is going to be a cheater and fuck whoever he want to fuck and all that, just long as he come and pay your bills and you okay with that, you're a perfect polygamist candidate. But me, I'm not. And maybe people might say that my standards are too high, but I set them. I set my own boundaries, just like people set theirs. When you polygamous to shit, your wife don't feel like you need another wife. I believe that the wife kind of like has some say so. That's like the man was saying, like when he was talking to my friend, like I have to introduce you to my wife. She has to agree. All of my wives have to agree on you before we let you in our home. So, it is some type of communication that has to happen. But I used to watch the show Sister Wives when I was like a teenager. And they was all happy and shit on TV for fake. Oh, yes, we pick her, we choose her. Then that bitch get pregnant and you start seeing the Sister Wives side eyeing ones. Or they clicked up. These 2 like each other, these 2 don't. Or these 2 don't like that one. And that shit get messy. Bitches barely can work together. Come on their period together, they catty. Don't let 2 of them be pregnant together. Like, I'm not knocking it. I just don't get it. Is all I'm saying. But again, it is people who say that this is very successful for them. And the splitting of the bills and all that, I understand. But however, just like a man can say, I want multiple wives. And I want this or I want that. Well, I want somebody who got enough money and don't feel like they need multiple wives. Or they're not looking for bitches who got jobs too to come into the house and help take care of their other bitches and their other kids too, as well as hers and theirs. Like, that don't make no motherfucking sense to me. I also had this one friend who her baby daddy let her come and live with him while he had another bitch, and they used to be doing their whole threesome things and all that type of shit. And my friend was the bitch going to work and paying the shit, and that nigga and that bitch was laid up in the house fucking and babysitting. Oh hell no to the no, hell to the no. Because what? She was going to work. And she was leaving her kids at the house with the baby daddy and his girlfriend. They was smoking up the weed, the crack too, or whatever the fuck else was up in that bitch. And babysitting barely. That don't sound like equal give and take to me. And equally yoked, balanced, and one man meant for one woman don't sound like polygamy to me. I think God created Adam and Eve, not Adam, Eve, Yvette, Sandra, Monica, and Jessica. It was only 2 ribs. One had to stay for Adam. The other went to Eve. I don't think Adam had 4 or 5 ribs. But that's just me thinking inside and outside of the box. No. I cannot do it. I knew I couldn't do that when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure as a kid I was like, Mommy, why you got 2 wives? Like, no. I'd rather be single. And I don't give a fuck. I'm single, struggling, or whatever. I could do bad all by myself. And in a polygamous status relationship, I'm going to do bad. Because I'm going to be sitting there the whole time trying to figure out, why am I here? Or better yet, why is she here? Why are they here? What the fuck is you doing? Is how I'm going to be thinking. And polygamy and blended families are not the same. Because I'm big on blended families. That's probably why I'm talking about this. Because I started off talking about Tobias and how he said that his baby mamas and he paid for his baby mamas and all of the kids to go to Kalahari. Which, baby mamas getting along is not a bad thing. And if y'all can all get along and take kids on trips and stuff, that is good. And he was like, yeah, they was asking me if I'm going to go. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird a little bit to me. But the only reason it's weird to me is because you could be a daddy and take your kids on a trip. Like, one man, if you had 8 kids, one man can take 8 kids on a trip. If he wanted to take all of his kids on a trip. That's actually called father time. Why he was like, I'm a good daddy. My kids, my baby mamas, all they got to do is say, I'm going to call your daddy, and then my kids going to get to acting right. Well, that's not 100% true. And I know that for a fact. Because your baby mama of the teenage daughter called one day. I was in the car, and I feel like the baby mama was trying to tell you that you should probably talk to her, and because she was giving her a little bit of backlash, and you was sitting up there like, well, you know her, she talked back. That's not what a daddy should have been saying. You should have been saying, first of all, you don't need to be disrespecting your mama. I don't care if her boyfriend said this, or she asked you to watch the kids to do this, or this, that, and the other. That is your mother. You give her the utmost respect. Not, well, what she say to you to make you mad? But everybody's parenting is different. But anywho, he was stating that, and I ain't saying I'm the best parent. I cuss, I yell, I whoop. I set examples too. Whether people think they're good or bad. And me and my household be running smoothly, if you want to be technical. And it ain't got no polygamous ass shit, or me saying, oh, I'm going to stay with my baby daddy just because he pay all the bills and he can fuck anybody he wants to. Because if that's the case, I probably would have still been with my baby daddy. But I ain't criticizing nobody's parenting or none of that shit. And therefore, I'm saying that because people shouldn't be criticizing mine. But anywho, he was saying like all the baby mamas had took all the kids to Kalahari. He's like, because that's what kids like to do. It's spring break. They want to do stuff. Yes. And when you can afford it, that is what you do. And maybe if you were in some polygamous ass shit or blended families and stuff, you work together and that's what you can afford to do. But the difference between a blended family and a polygamous family is polygamous people, they have multiple wives, husbands, and things like that. Blended families, they know that, okay, me and my baby daddy broke up. Or me and my husband are divorced. However, he has a nice new woman in his life that is his new baby mama, new girlfriend, new wife. And she is going to be in my child's life. Therefore, I'm going to respect her. She's going to respect me. We're going to come together and raise the kids. Because me and my baby daddy still got a co-parent, but now he has another wife. And she can chip in and do anything extra that she would like. But it's not necessary, but it is kind of if she married the man. But blended family means I'm co-parenting with the other parent and his new wife or her new husband. And we all get along. There's no beef when I go drop my kids off to their baby daddy or to the baby mama. It ain't no arguing or fighting with the new man or the new woman. That's what a blended family is. It means that your child respects their stepmother and their stepdad. The stepmom and the stepdad respects the child as well as the other parents. And you all co-parents and co-family together, and it's blended. The baby mama goes home to her husband, the baby daddy goes home to his wife, and the kids go to whoever house they going to. And then if you're going to take family vacations as blended families, and your baby mama is coming with her husband, and you there with your wife or your new girlfriend, that's called a blended family. Not, oh, I'm about to take all of my baby mamas and my kids out of town because I'm single. And yeah, because are you single and dating, or are you single and still fucking all of your baby mamas? Because then you need to be expressing that to people. But that's what I be saying, niggas never tell the truth. Like, do you want to be a polygamist? Do you want to have multiple women? Do you want to still continue to be fucking on your baby mamas? Because that's stuff that you need to explain to people who you're entertaining, because not everybody is going to put up with that shit. But sometimes these niggas they figure like, oh, she's not going to put up with that, or she already told me she's not going to put up with that, so I'm going to be a liar. I'm going to lie to her. I'm going to lie to the kids. I'm going to lie to my family. And I'm going to lie to these other hoes like I've been doing. But all you got to do is say, oh, I don't feel like none of this. Like, I just want to fuck. But then niggas swear up and down, you don't know what type of nigga I am. I ain't no nigga that just be out here trying to fuck. Or I don't fuck with hoes. You the hoe. You are the hoe. But anyhow, it's the difference between polygamous and blended families. And boy, I gotta watch my back, because I'm not just anybody. It's what's going through my head right now. As I'm just laying here thinking or whatever. So, yeah. People will come into your life with ill intentions to use you and abuse you. And sometimes using you is not always tangible items and physical paper money. It's your energy. It's who you are. Especially when you start having sex with people. They will drain your energy, which is just like draining your money. So, I guess I'm about to be going back to being celibate. But, I be fucking with Tobias though. I had to tell him today he's wish-washy. Because he is. Like, some days he cool as fuck. And some days he fake as fuck. And, I do not like that. Because I can never be fake. I'm never going to be fake with nobody. I just cannot do it. But anyway, he was trying to be funny when he was on the phone. Basically saying like, oh, well, I do this and do that so my kids can do this or my kids can do that. Because when we was kids and we used to like to do this, you don't know my life as a kid, so don't compare us as when we was kids. Talk about yourself. When you were a kid, you liked to do this or you like to do that, or your mama did this or your dad did this for you and that. You don't know what I went through as a kid, so don't compare us. We're actually two different people. We have two different ways of growing up. We have two different backgrounds. So you still got your motherfucking mama. Mine died when I was a kid. So all that, when you remember family vacations when we was a kid, my mother died when I was a child. And I never knew my father, so we're different there. I knew who he was, but we never lived in the same state when I was born. He didn't take care of me. So, and if you listen to the story that I tell, and I say I didn't really meet him technically until I was 26, and I drove down there to go and see him and meet him and talk to him, and he died when I was 28. So that was only about 2 years of trying to get to know him, and I was already an adult. I don't know a childhood with him. And a childhood with my mother, she was very sick. She was a diabetic since she was 16 years old. And she was a kidney patient at a very young age in her 20s. So she used to be sick a lot, weak a lot. You know, like how you say your mama is when she go to chemo? Well, my mama used to go to dialysis. My grandma used to go to dialysis and chemo. So you don't know my childhood. It was very much different from yours, I'm sure. And I can tell by the way, the few times that I have been around your family and your friends, that we grew up differently. I kind of probably think that's the reason I like him anyway, because opposites attract like magnets, and we're very opposites. We don't even carry ourselves the same. And most people, I was watching some reels earlier, and it was like this girl, she made a reel, and she was like, when she started talking to a different guy or whatever, he made her change herself. Well, you know, some people will probably think that about, no, they can't think that about me. You just can't, because based on what I'm going through is going to be how my appearance is. But that's why people ain't ever think I was homeless. Even in shit but leggings, oh, I forgot I ain't have my leggings on. Just leggings and a tank top. People just didn't believe that I was homeless when I was telling them that I was homeless. I was telling people that I was homeless and they wouldn't believe it. So I don't always look like what I've been through, but you can tell when I'm doing good, and it don't got shit to do with a man. It's me. Or whatever. Like, I don't care to change my appearance for a man per se. Like, oh, I got with him and I started dressing better. Like, no, I like to dress a certain way, and most people don't see me dressed. You see me in leggings and a t-shirt. And I haven't even went shopping. I told everybody all my clothes and shoes was stolen anyway, and you still didn't see me in all that name brand shit. I wear simple shit. Nice, cute dresses, sandals. Some regular ass jeans, a regular ass t-shirt, some sandals, or some gym shoes. I was regular, but still clean and cute. So, you know, right now I just be in the house chilling, minding my business, or whatever. And it's not that I don't have any motivation. I get up, take showers, get dressed, and everything. Put on clean clothes. It's just clean clothes that I happen to wear around the house. You know, so we're all different. We're all different. And I be looking at how people be judging me and criticizing me based on how different I am. Like the fact that I don't get up and get dressed and go out and hang with groups of bitches or groups of niggas or stuff like that. Like, I kind of want to say I've been there, done that in my younger years, even though I'm only 34. That type of shit don't really excite me. Like, it doesn't. You know, the kind of things that I want to do is like family vacations and things like that. And then for people like Tobias, like, well, if you get a job, you could be able to do that. And people like me be like, well, if people like you stop stealing, I could do that. If people like you stop lying, stealing, and being fake as fuck, I could do everything that I wanted to do. I'd be too busy having to defend myself, defend my identity, try to get back what you motherfuckers stole, and then y'all be having the audacity to criticize. Then somebody's on the phone joking about all that money you got over there. All what money, thief? Maybe it's the download. All what money, though? What money do I got over here? But people be funny, though, and they tell on themselves. That's just like this man had walked up to me. He like, you know, he said he was talking like if it was him, but he was talking to me about something that he shouldn't have been talking to me about. So, is you trying to be subliminal or what? He like, yeah, you know, you the lottery. Somebody hit the lottery, you supposed to be getting $5,000 a week, $5,000 a month. Yeah, people be stealing it. It's not the lottery. It be money that be owed to you, that people be stealing. It be Social Security, death benefits, life insurance policies, lawsuits and stuff that people be stealing. And they be telling on themselves. And the reason that I can't get no justice here is because the people that be stealing be the judges, the lawyers, the cops, and their family, and they be defending them. That's why I can't get no justice here. And that's why people don't want me to move from here. Like, people really be wanting to be a handler in people's lives. And they get mad when you don't cooperate or participate with the plan that they have for your life as if they're God. That is crazy as fuck. Somebody's family about to get fucked up. But I was getting this download way earlier this morning. Well, yesterday morning, because it's a new day now. It's 4 o'clock the next morning. Yesterday morning, I started getting this download. Like, somebody's whole family about to get fucked up. Somebody's whole family about to get fucked up. And when I say the whole family, I'm not talking about like the kids and shit like that, or the baby mamas and shit like that. I'm talking about the mamas, the daddies, the aunties, the uncles, the matriarchs of the family. Somebody's whole family, the strong bloodline people, the elders of their family about to get wiped out. They about to get, and I'm hearing it's going to be the upstanding people of the family. Like, again, the judges, the lawyers, the cops, the army people, the Navy, the Air Force, all those people of the family who people go to for advice, who people look up to. They about to start dying. They about to get wiped the fuck out. I was getting that download earlier. And then my brother had came over here for a split second. He was about to pick up my niece and nephew, but he didn't. And he said he needs to go to the hospital to visit one of his uncles or whatever. And as he was telling me that, I was thinking about the download that I was having earlier that morning before my brother had even came over here yesterday. I was having a download, and he was telling me, like, one of his uncles wasn't doing too good. And the thing about it is, like, my brother's his dad's side of the family is from Alabama. And when I was getting the download, I kept hearing Alabama's going to get fucked up. But I just did a video not too long ago, and I said something going down in Bama town. It's about to be a Montgomery brawl, and it's some badass shit going on from Atlanta to Texas. Atlanta, Alabama, Michigan, and Texas, and Washington, D.C. I said it was fucked up shit going on. It's fucked up shit going on. And something bad is happening from Alabama to Texas to Detroit, Michigan, to Atlanta, Georgia, and to Washington, D.C. Like, something is with the president even know about this shit that is about to take place. It's people's family is about to start dying, dropping like flies. And I'm hearing it's because they are into they're warlocks. Like, it's a family of warlocks. These are men in the family that are all warlocks, masons, Freemasons, and people like that. They all been in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force. They're cops, judges, lawyers, business owners, and shit. They're about to start dying. Is the download that I was getting yesterday morning. This before my brother came over. And then this is a whole new day, and I just started. I started this video off talking about me and Tobias's conversation, but somehow it's bringing me back to Alabama, Texas, Detroit. I'm actually here in Chicago too now, Washington D.C., and Georgia, California, New York, Jersey, the Carolinas, Arizona. I did a video a few months ago in the summertime. Maybe it's almost a year ago. I said 13 states was about to get wrapped up in a RICO charge. Like, it's going to be judges and lawyers that got to come together from 13 different states. I'm hearing like the 13 colonies. Something big is about to happen. And it's involving 13 states. Main ones being Michigan, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, and wherever, Washington, D.C., California, New Jersey, New York, Dominican Republic. I don't think that's part of the U.S. Dominican Republic is involved. Miami, Florida. It's going to be 13 states. 13 states. Where it's some shit about to go down. It's all going to connect to one RICO case, though. I'm hearing people going to prison from 13 different states. This is organized crime. There's an organization ring of people. I'm hearing foreigners too. Foreigners like Arabics, Chaldeans, Africans. Arabics, Chaldeans, Africans. Something is going on in Africa. I'm hearing practitioners, witch doctors, voodoo priests. It's bad. I'm hearing they're attacking one another now. It's priest against priest, voodoo witch against voodoo witch, because all of the backfires are taking place and people's pointing the blame every which way. I'm hearing it's lodges under investigation, covens under investigation, secret societies under investigation. I'm even hearing deltas and AKAs under investigation, sororities. It's college students, it's college students and the government. I'm hearing MK Ultra, brainwashing, organ swapping. I'm hearing getting hazed and initiated. It's something bad is going down. Something is about to start happening in the colleges, the universities. It's rituals that are done in some of these colleges and universities. I'm hearing rituals in the woods. Rituals in the woods, like skulls and bones. I'm hearing that's why these forest fires, forest fires is going on, or was going on. It's because of the rituals, the seances, and the sacrifices. I'm hearing you was playing with fire, and God is coming in the form of fire. But this, how many times have I said that? God is coming in the form of fire. He's not flooding the earth anymore. He's burning this bitch up. I'm hearing if you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. This is Hell's Kitchen. I'm in Hell's Kitchen with the apron and the hairnet, devil on my shoulder. The Lord is my witness. And on my Libra scales, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness. Like, it's Judgment Day. And God is here to weigh sins and forgiveness. And he about to take these motherfucking sororities, secret societies, covens, occults. I'm hearing churches, like the church you go to every Sunday. I'm hearing he's about to start knocking this shit the fuck down. Knocking it down. He said, God is tired of wicked pastors, preachers, and shit putting themselves on pedestals, ordaining themselves, because God is saying, who ordained you? He said, I'm tired of them stealing, killing, and destroying the minds of my people, the organs of my people, the blood of my people. Here is the DNA strand. I'm hearing 144,000 get activated, because Armageddon, the war, the battle, is here. It's here. I'm here to stay ready so you don't got to get ready. Because you never know the day, the time, or the hour that God is coming. And he's coming in the form of fire. He said the next big sacrifice. The next big sacrifice. I'm hearing avenging angels. I'm hearing names like Sandra Bland. And what's that other lady name who the police came in her house and shot and killed her? She got killed last year in May or somewhere. The same time that I got harassed and assaulted by the police is the same time that she got assaulted by the police and they killed her. All of those people, I'm hearing all the deaths by these police. I'm hearing Trayvon Martin, all of them. I'm hearing Rodney. Like, it's not funny, but I'm getting the download, so I'm trying to deliver it. And all the people that cops killed who were innocent people, their spirits are here to collect. You know how they say the devil is here to collect? God is here to collect. On my Libra scales, I'm weighing sins and forgiveness. God pick and choose when he want to forgive. You know how God feels when you fuck with his kids, his chosen children, his 144,000. Do you know the consequences of fucking with one of us? They not like us. And God loves all. He loves all. But his 144,000, he don't play that shit. Those are like his children that if God was a woman and he pushed them out of his vagina, the 144,000 was pushed out of his vagina. Everybody else was adopted. But you know how adopted parents are supposed to still love the children like they're theirs? Because you are. Or like a stepmom is supposed to love the kids like they're hers. Same thing for a stepdad. That's how God is. His 144,000, them his children, his kids. Everybody else, those is like his adopted kids. He still loves all of his kids, but them 144,000, them his, stamped at birth, like they say in the Bible. Because the 144,000 people who God knew was going to come here on this earth, the 144,000, he marked them at birth. That's why chosen people, we have hard lives since birth. Ever since our mamas was pregnant with us, they knew who we were. In the moment that our mothers gave birth to us, they knew who we were. And they watched us our whole entire life. You have handlers, people who be like, oh, that's the chosen one right there. Watch her. They send somebody to go to every daycare you go to, every school you go to, and everything like that. Before they used to send people. Now they got cameras everywhere. They watch you. They want to see how you're developing, when you're going to get activated and tap into the Christ DNA. You know, they go around testing people's blood for they test people blood for this shit. Why do y'all think we gotta get our blood drawn and pricked and all that type of shit as a baby? As a baby, they've been doing it to your mama for 9 months. So they've been drawing her blood and everything like that and all that. Why they gotta draw the baby blood? Because they want to monitor everything we do. That's why they give us a social security number. And you need to use it for everything. Because it's their way of tracking you, knowing where you live. If you want to live somewhere, you got to sign a lease. Or you're going to buy a house. Either way, you're going to use that social security number. Or EIN. And the EIN going to still trace back to you. They test people's blood since birth to know if you got the Jesus strain. They know who we are. They be hoping that we don't ever find out who we are. That's why you have to get activated. That's why you got to get woke. Because they shoot you up as starting as an infant with all these, oh, the baby need immunizations for this. No, they want to keep your third eye closed. They want you to stay asleep. So they start pumping you up with shit as soon as you come out the womb. But then when you defeat that shit, you beat injections and all that shit, and you still surviving. You don't got no cancer, no diabetes, no HIV, no AIDS. You ain't sold your soul. You don't got kidney failure. They know. She one of those. He one of those. 144,000. Then you become a target. Because they know that the 144,000 have a mission here on earth. And that's to wake up the masses. To exploit the truth. And that's part of God's plan. And God's will be done. So that's why you keep on trying to kill somebody, poison somebody, do spell work on somebody, and they won't die. That's because they're chosen. And get ready to reap the consequences for even trying. See, if you was one of the adopted kids, the spell work and shit probably take them on the fuck up out of here. But when you one of the 144,000 stamped at birth, that's not going to work. And I'm not saying like we don't get hurt. We don't fall ill sometimes. That's called a wounded warrior. Those are battle wounds. Shit that we had to go through. Because God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, the 144,000. So when we fall ill or we get sick and we need to be down for a little bit, those are just the battle wounds. That means we've been kicking ass and now it's time to relax before it's time to suit and boot right the fuck back up. Because we don't die, we multiply. I don't know, these downloads is coming to me because I started off talking about how Tobias was pissing me off. But I was listening to, speaking of Tobias pissing me off, I was listening to a reading or something earlier. I don't know if it was a reading or, yes, it was a reading. And the lady was saying sometimes people would text you just to piss you off or call you just to piss you off. And I'm not saying that's what Tobias did, because I called him. He didn't call me to piss me off. I had called him and I was just about to just chop it up because I know he was woke and at work. And who the fuck else is up at 4 or something in the morning? But anywho, they say don't let people drain your energy. Even a text, somebody can drain your energy because they're trying to piss you off. And you know how you would read a text and you would be thinking about something all day, like, I can't believe this bitch said this to me, or this nigga said this to me. That's draining your energy, because instead of you being in a positive mindset, you thinking about how somebody pissed you off. And it was so ironic that I was listening to that in the reading, because like 2 or 3 days before, I was saying, like, I need to call my energy back to me. Like, even after you have sex, you gotta call your energy back to you. Because again, a nigga will come and fuck you and steal your love, peace, joy, and happiness and try to take it to a miserable bitch. And you do that with sex. It's an exchange. It's an energy exchange. That's why you shouldn't be out here fucking everybody. Especially raw. And I'm about to just be celibate. Like, since me and Tobias have come to the conclusion, well, I've come to the conclusion that anywho, I'm just gonna be celibate. Celibate. Like I was before. Like before the summertime of last year, when I actually said, okay, I'm about to just start dating or whatnot. I think it was like a year and a half or 2 years, I just didn't have sex. I just wasn't fucking. And it's not hard for me to not have sex. I mean, we're grown. Grown people like having sex. But it's not a necessity. I'm not going to die without it. And you get to dwell in your energy when you don't invite people into your energy field. And that's what I be explaining to Tobias. Like, I don't let people into my energy field like that. And I'm letting you into my energy field, so don't come fucking up my energy. And when people don't respect your energy, you have to let them go. That's for a man or a woman. Because if you a man and you being faithful to one woman, but she out here being a hoe, she bringing every nigga who she fuck energy back to you. So yeah, calling your energy back is very important, and it's simple to say. You know, asking you shall receive. Put it out into the universe. Is simply by saying, I call my energy back to me. I call my power back to me. I call my finances back to me. I call my sacral energy back to me. I call what belongs to me back to me. And I disregard anything that does not belong to me. I rebuke it. I banish it. Block it from my energetic field. God, please close all doors, all portals to any negative energy or any energies that do not belong into my energy, that do not belong in my energy field. You can say it aloud. You can say it in your head. You can look in the mirror and say it. Just call your power back to you. And I've noticed I've been doing that for like the last 3 days, just calling my power back to me. And even the last couple of times that, you know, me and Tobias link up or whatever, I call my power back to me. Because again, people be warlocks. People be witches. You niggas be getting bewitched. Thinking it's so, I be saying it all the time, thinking it's so cool to just be fucking multiple bitches and fucking bitches with threesomes and being in that quote unquote polygamy, but you ain't even married for real, so it ain't a polygamy shit, you just a hoe. Like having all those women, all that energy put on you. For one, you don't know who another bitch is fucking. And then to put all that energy on you, that is a demon. That's how people get AIDS and shit. HIV and shit like that, that is a demon. A sexual transmitted demon. And you can only get stuff like that if your vibration is low enough. Your vibration is like your immune system. If your immune system is low, you're going to catch anything. If your immune system is high, you're going to fight off everything. When you're low vibrational, all the demons are attracted to you. When you're high vibrational, your light fucks with them. It bothers them. It's the same thing with sex. And speaking of, boy, I gotta watch my back because I'm not just anybody, means like I'm about to just go celibate. I don't fuck nobody with spice anyway. But maybe I need not be doing that. And we're not in a relationship, but that's the person that I felt comfortable with. But sometimes you have to put up boundaries. Boy, I gotta watch my back, because I'm not just anybody. Like, I can't fuck with a nigga who fuck multiple bitches. It's me. I gotta watch my back, because I'm not just anybody. I'm chosen. I'm 144,000. If I want to stay in an empress, high priestess energy, a divine feminine energy, I can't even fuck with a nigga who think it's okay to be fucking multiple bitches. Even though I'm not out here fucking multiple niggas, I don't want to lose my divinity. I don't want to be stuck with nobody else's karma. And you don't want to pick up shit from other people. And again, I'm not just talking about STDs. I talk about sexually transmitted demons. There's a such thing. Transmitted demons, transmitted diseases. Demons stick to low vibrational people. Just like diseases stick to low immune systems. I try to stay as high vibrational as possible. Like, I work so hard on myself. I literally do. People think I just sit at home all day doing nothing and wasting time. Every single day I get up and God give me some ruah. Oh, baby, I'm working on myself. That's why when people say faith without work is dead, it don't apply to me, because I work on myself every day. This shit is spiritual. This is physical realm. This shit is spiritual. Life is deeper than getting up and putting on some materialistic ass shit. Because when you die, guess who? You ain't wearing Gucci and Chanel into the pearly gates. God don't give a fuck what the fuck you got on. You came into this world naked. Remember that. And if you go to hell, that shit getting burnt the fuck up anyway, so it was a waste of money. Either way, it's a waste of money, because God don't give a fuck about it. Half the people who make name brand shit worship the devil anyway. That's why the shit be ugly as fuck. And be having all those demonic symbols on them. Or their labels. The marks of the beast. Not saying that people can't come up with clothing lines, nice clothes, designer bags, and things like that. But a lot of the high-end, name brand, designer things are made by devil worshippers. And I'm not saying that like godly people can't wear Dior and stuff like that, because you can. But godly people also know that when they die, that shit don't matter. And they also know that you don't treat people who don't wear that type of shit any different than you, because you're godly and you know better. Like, godly people are smart and humble. The Bible teaches you to be smart and humble, to wait your turn, to treat people how you want to be treated, and to pay attention to things and let things play out in divine timing. Like the Bible teaches you to be godly and to know that you are made in his image, therefore you are a God, but you're not God. Boy, I watch my back. So I'm not seeing anybody. Somebody, I'm hearing I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. Somebody is stupid. Like, oh, you know what? I was about to say they stupid, but maybe they smart. And it's bringing me to this motherfucking reel that I just got done watching before I had started this video and before Tobias had pissed me off. And I shared it actually on this page. And it was this guy, and he said he had started dating a police officer. And the police officer, she happened to be a Fed officer. And, you know, he was really starting to fall for her. He was falling in love with her. He started spoiling her and treating her like his lady. And then one day she offered to take him on a date or whatnot and drive and everything. He said he paid for the date though. But she drove and she had took him on a date or whatever. And after he got back to his house from the date, his house was raided. And the feds had took $50,000 and some more of his valuable items. But they didn't find none of the shit that they was looking for per se. So he was able to go back and get his money back or whatever. And then she furthermore texted him like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to happen, but basically like, you know, I'm a Fed agent and they was building up a case on you anyway, so it was time to do the raid. Like, I'm sorry. And he responded like, you only make $30,000 a year being a Fed officer, $40,000 a year max being a Fed officer, and you traded on me? Like, bitch, I can give you that. Is what he was basically saying. And I watched that reel over and over and over again because I was just like, damn, this is so fucked up. It's so fucked up. But it's bringing me to remember me saying, like, I feel like I'm going to end up dating a Fed officer or some shit like that. But it's bringing me to these corrupt officials. And I just said somebody is stupid. I was about to say somebody is already an informant, but they still doing stupid ass shit. Like, the feds trying to cut you some time by offering you to be an informant and you're still an idiot. It's like you don't realize that fucked up shit keep on happening to you because you're a fucked up person. Sometimes fucked up shit happens to people because, again, God is trying to teach you a lesson, or he's trying to let you see the people that's around you and how they're impacting your life. And sometimes fucked up shit happens to you because you were the person that was doing fucked up shit in other people's lives. And now it's time for you to reap your karma, because what goes around comes around. It's universal law. So somebody is an informant right now. And fucked up shit keep on happening to them. But fucked up shit keep on happening to them for one, because the thing that they did to get in jail was fucked up in the first place. You were stealing from a woman and her kids. You were stealing from a woman and her kids. I'm hearing like scamming. Stealing somebody's personal identification. Stealing their money and everything. This woman and her kids was left in poverty because of you. So that you can feed your bitches and your kids. Is what I'm hearing. So it's a nigga out here that was stealing from a woman and her kids to go feed his bitches and his kids. And that nigga went to jail for stealing from this woman. And now he's a paid informant and he's still a scamming ass thief. And there's only two things. You scamming because you still got to play it off so the feds know that you scamming, because you got to play it off so you can bring down the other people too. Or you just don't give a fuck because you know you got to go to jail anyway, so you just trying to do whatever you can do for the family and get up all the money that you can get up before you go to jail. However, the family not going to be able to spend that money. And your karma is still going to be passed down to your family. So even if you steal all this money or legit make this money, it's already the karma that you racked up. And nobody is exempt. Karma is like a bullet. is going to hit somebody and it has no name. Karma is going to hit somebody and it has no name. So just because you the fucked up person that did the shit don't mean that you're going to be the one to get the karma. It could be your kids, your mama, your daddy, your favorite cousin, your auntie, your uncle. It be them who get the karma because God wants you to suffer. It hurts when we lose our loved ones. Your mama, oh, I know. Daddies, grandmas, oh, I know. And I don't want to experience losing a kid. But it's people out here who they didn't care about a woman and her kid. They were stealing from this woman and her kids. And they didn't give a fuck. Actually, they didn't give a fuck if the woman or the kids died. So therefore, that is the backfire that is coming to their family. The women in their lives are going to start dying. And the kids. And if there isn't a death, like a physical death, meaning casket or cremation, it's going to be a death to whatever the females in their lives and the kids in their lives want to do. You know how I said God to give you a taste of something so he can make you feel like you got a victory, then he snatch all that shit away? It's something like that taking place in somebody's life. Like, I'm hearing divorces. You know, divorces fuck up kids sometimes when you don't blend families and co-parent the right way. When you be running in and out of kids' lives and I'm going to stay at this baby mama house this night and this baby mama house this night because I'm a polygamous asshole. It be those kids that get fucked up. And shit like divorces. Because they never understood anyway. Papa always been a Rolling Stone. You mean y'all was married? You get what I'm saying? Even if it's not the hurt of the father, we was like, Mom, you mean tell me daddy was out here just being a hoe and you was sitting at home like Miss Seeley? You get what I'm saying? This is all experience. I've learned this stuff. And I don't know everything. And I'm still learning day by day. But this is shit that I've been through. Somebody's karma is going to be affecting their children. And that's why I say, like, I went through such a hard life. It wasn't my karma. Or no past life karma. It's parents' karma. It's a generational curse. And I was the chosen one to break it. That's why I had to go through all the karma. The battles. And be the wounded warrior. It's real sick energy. It's because you gotta pay. Somebody gotta pay for this shit. It's called karmic debt. So if your parents died and they did fucked up ass shit, had all these generational curses that they didn't break and they got karmic debt, guess who got to pay for that shit? The kids. That's why I try so hard not to do fucked up shit. See, what people be worried about, oh, the kid need to go on a trip this, the kids that. Yes, the kids deserve all of that type of shit. But when you a fucked up individual doing all that shit for your kids don't mean shit. Because them motherfuckers still got to grow up. And they going to reap that karma and them generational curses. Regardless of the fact. Like, if you going around right now stealing from other people to take care of your kids, when your kids become of age, start getting their first jobs and shit, their employer's going to be stealing from them. Get their first apartment and shit, their house is going to get broke into. Cars is going to get broke into. You know why? Because what goes around comes around and they got to pay that karmic debt for their parents. I think about my kids 24/7. So me being a great mother too is not doing fucked up shit to other people so that my kids don't have to reap that karma. You go out here, you start exploiting people, putting out sex tape, your daughter get raped, beat on, pimped, be turned into a crack hoe. But that's all because you wanted to exploit a woman in a vulnerable state who didn't even know she was being recorded. You get cheated on. Your mama started getting beat on, fucked up. It's because of you. And what you thought it was okay to be out here doing to another woman and her kids. Like you ain't come from a woman and you a kid, whether you're grown or not. So somebody is an informant. Somebody is a bad Fed officer, meaning they don't do their job. Somebody is got fired from the feds, for one. Somebody is an informant. Somebody snitching on everybody. I mean, somebody work at the bank, baby mama work at the bank, and I keep getting that. I keep getting that. Somebody baby mama work at the bank. Somebody baby mama work at the casino. Somebody mama work at the casino or some shit like that. I keep on picking up that fucking energy. Like somebody's kids gonna be so fucked up because of their karmic debt from their parents. They mama, they daddy, they grandma, they granddad. I'm hearing your whole like everybody before them was fucked up. That's like me. Anyway, everybody before them was fucked up. Did fucked up shit to people. Didn't give a fuck about other people's feelings and well-beings. The Bible says love thy neighbor. These people greedy, stealing from their neighbors instead. It's the kids. It's the kids. They gotta pay for this shit. And they say the kids are our future, so you gotta treat them right, raise them right, and all that type of shit. But you can't forget that what you do also affects your children. So I'm glad my spiritual bank is in the millions, billions, and shit like that. Because as above, so below. And I don't do shit to rake up karmic debt. I paid my mama's and daddy's karmic debt. Got a bag and fix my teeth. Hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. And I paid my mama bills. Like I paid my mama karmic debt the fuck off. So that she can rest in peace and I can live in peace. And in the midst of paying off my mama karmic debt and shit like that, I started breaking generational curses and shit like that, so my kids don't have to go through the same things that I went through. This shit is deeper than, oh, you gotta get a job, teach your kids to go to school so they don't go through the same thing you went through. No, you gotta break generational curses. Shit, the jobs in the school will be part of the curses, whether you know it or not. But anyhow, I'm here in Deuteronomy. So we must be talking about 400 years of slavery and shit like that. Yeah, programming. But yeah, it's a Fed officer. It's a Fed officer and an informant that's working together doing crooked shit. So the Fed officer about to get fired. The informant about to go to prison. The Fed officer gonna be in prison with the informant. They probably about to be gay lovers. Is it a Fed officer fucking an informant and they both niggas? What the fuck? That's a fucked up ass, wild ass shit. A Fed officer fucking an informant and they both niggas. Oh hell no. That's that shit that I'm talking about. I just been channeling. And I've been channeling so much that I've been fumbling over my words or pausing in between talking. It's because I'm trying to hear and talk at the same time. In Revelations in the Bible, it says like you're going to know the 144,000 because they're going to have mouths that spew out fire. I said God is coming in the form of fire. He said their mouths it's like you don't want to piss them off because the things that they can say will kill you. Literally, the two-edged sword, the tongue is the two-edged sword. I'm trying to tell you. I've been out here really slaying demons. I'm getting a little bit sleepy now. But I've been out here really slaying demons. Like, I'm hearing like 7-headed dragon or whatever the fuck, like knocking niggas' heads off. Speaking of a two-edged sword, I'm talking about chopping them the fuck down. Do. That's why they don't like for me to speak. That's why all my pages are shadow banned. They don't want me on no platform talking. It's the two-edged sword. It's the fire that comes from your mouth of the 144,000. Like, you're not going to be able to stop them from talking, from exposing the truth. And that's part of God's plan. It's in the book of Revelations, the last book of the Bible. The end days are here. And that's why it's a such thing as shadow banning. Because, again, the government trying to play God in people's lives. God already said it was 144,000 that was going to come exposing the truth. So who is you to shadow ban some shit? But that's why I said the government, they're getting beat by their own game. You created the World Wide Web. You just didn't think the World Wide Web was going to do what? Bring the 144,000 together? All four corners of the earth together? You want it to be worldwide, don't you? So you should have knew it was going to bring God's people together from all corners of the earth. That's what the World Wide Web does. It brings God people together. So it's a blessing and a curse. Because so much inappropriate shit happens on the internet. And so much lies and stuff can be spread on the internet. However, the internet is what's going to bring people to their soul tribes. Because what they try to do, they try to split us all up so that we will never find each other. They switch up your languages and all that, but that's what happens when you was hard-headed, breaking the rules, like the Tower of Babel. The Tower. He split up the people, split up the languages, and all that type of shit because they thought that they were so fucking smart. Meaning, smarter than God. Doing too much. But his people, they finding each other through these same platforms. And before the government let all the 144,000 or soul tribes start reuniting, they'll shut the whole motherfucking internet down first. They'll call us blackout before they let all of us come together. But then they created so much shit using the internet and AI and Wi-Fi that they can't shut it all the way down. So now they mad. So they try to shadow ban certain people. But this is supposed to be the land of the free and the home of the brave. We don't even got freedom of speech. Free will. The Bible said we got free will. We don't even get that for free in America. Trying to play God in people's life. Trying to play God in people's life. People's lives. She crazy. But the consequences. The consequences. You know how they say those who were last shall one day be first, and the tables was going to always turn? I just said, like, God give his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. Meaning, we look beat up. We've been in war all this time. But now it's time for the tables to turn. So, while we was out there being Forrest Gump, Bubba, and Lieutenant Dan fighting for our lives and shit, while everybody else was living a vida loca, now it's time for the tables to turn. Except for God has prepared our tables in the presence of our enemies. And the enemies now, it's time to go to war. To experience all the stuff that we've been through. I'm hearing the clones, the doppelgangers, they wanted to be you so bad, they're going to experience the shit that you've been through. I'm seeing the movie Us and Get Out. Like, they thought they knew you so bad. They thought they studied you so much. They thought that they can copy you, duplicate you, clone you, swap organs and all that type of shit to make another you. And it's only one you, just like it's only one God. But people will try to clone you. That's what I'm saying. The government is falling. Fall from grace. The government is having a fall from grace. God damn. In order to have a fall from grace, you have to be basically debunked from the higher ups. The higher ups is debunking the government. That's why I don't be worried about shit. People don't understand how I can live worry-free because I walk by faith and not by sight, for one. And for two, because I know who I am. And three, it's God's promise. He will never leave you or forsake you. And his children, he's never going to let them go without. And I am God's child, Alpha and Omega. I'm hearing in the next 2 weeks, it's about to be multiple deaths. From one family, though. Whether, and when I say one family, I mean like all of these people know each other. They a group, a clique, a gang, an organization, or a family. Literally. Like they related. Mama, daddy, uncle, brother, sister. Somebody's whole family is about to get fucked up. Whether that be the family you was born into, the family you created, or the family that you made family. I'm hearing some people is married into contracts. Y'all know the song, but T.I. Stand Up. I like that song. T.I. is a very smart man. He's very woke, illuminated. And in Stand Up, that song, they would say, "Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to marry this young nigga in his own special young way, or his own special thug way," or whatever they say. Dearly beloved, to marry this young nigga in his own special thug way. Anyway, to marry this nigga in his own special thug way. Like, people be married into contracts, marrying bitches, and then they can never leave them. Allegedly. If they ain't a pussy, they can leave whoever the fuck they want to leave. But these people be married into shit. Married to bitches so they won't leave them because the bitch seen them fuck somebody else in the ass or get fucked in the ass for some money. Or they did crimes together and they got married so they couldn't testify against each other. Or they got married for the money just regardless. That's called a contract. Married for money. Did fucked up shit, so now you stuck with this bitch. It's called chained to the devil. Sacrificing and selling your soul is what that's called. Even T.I. in that song say he said 145 and I'm out of your weight class. You better scramble like eggs and think fast. Like 145 and I'm out of your weight class because it's only 144,000. Oh. And I said 144,000, they gonna have mouths that people not gonna be able to stop. And what T.I. say, bitch, if you don't like what I'm saying, then buck. Swing when you see me, we can throw them hands, sucker, stand up. If you ain't know this nigga, I don't give a fuck. If I said it, then I meant it. And what fuck, nigga, stand up. You get what I'm saying? They gonna be talking, bitch. And if you don't like what I'm saying, then buck. And they're chosen. They're gonna win the battle. That's deep. T.I. always been deep to me. And I've been playing that Ain't I song a lot too. Because me and the kids was dancing to it today and I had used it for one of my reels to make a video. I mean, make one of my reels for like the MILF Market, Lusty Lips or whatever, the book, the food, whichever one. However, I decide to pop out with it. The combo. I use that song a lot, and T.I. verse in that song is lit as fuck to me. Like, he basically saying, like, all I'm out here doing is trying to get my money, stay to myself. I'm trying to help my community, but they the ones who wishing bad on me. T.I. always been deep. I don't give a fuck. Busting up the bendo. Jewelry real metal like a can of. I went from rags to bitches to a feature. What's it? I went from smart cars to a bitch with some smart legs. What? Anywho. I'm tired. Who passed away? Is it Rich Homie Quan that passed away? I'm hearing it again. Boy, I gotta watch my back, so I'm not just anybody. I'm hearing about like the rappers taking out the rappers. Like, some people be having to sacrifice their own homies. Like, Young Thug will sacrifice Rich Homie. Or how they saying like, and I ain't saying that's what he did, but I'm saying what I'm saying. And they work together with your baby mamas and shit. Then how they saying like, what's that man named Yellow Beezy or whatever the fuck his name is, supposed to be had to sacrifice Mo 3 and shit like that, or killed him or whatever. That just reminds me of the video I made the other day when I was talking about the Cooking with Kaya girl. Like, people will hate you so bad, and they, in order to beat the competition, when they know that they are better than you, they want to kill you. And I said it don't matter what field. Rapping, singing, dancing, tarot, content creator, it don't matter. Some people just got a jealous streak in them. It's in their blood. Just like I started off this video and I said people test for things in people's blood. They know if you chosen or not when you born. They know if you a karmic asshole too. Hearing the rappers be talking to the aliens. Oh, that is so random to me. But if I close my eyes right now, I'm seeing a tall gray and a short gray dancing to Glorilla, saying, I pour my bitch shots because I don't drink alone. I'm telling you. I hope that just brings me to this weekend too, when my niece was over here. She was like, aliens aren't real. I'm like, girl, yes they is. Yes they are. Aliens are real. She like, how come we never seen one? People done seen aliens before. That's why certain places we can't go. You know how Simba couldn't go to the elephant graveyard? That's how like Area 51 is and shit like that. I'm hearing that it's women out here. You know, this is why I be saying about celibate and being celibate or whatever is important, because I'm hearing it's a woman out here that's purposely burning guys. I'm here. It's a part of her soul mission. You know how I said the 144,000 got a mission? She got a mission too, to be a Jezebel and to destroy people. That's why you have to have discernment, is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing like sexy red. Which I don't know nothing about sexy red. I don't know if the bitch got herpes, if that's true or not or nothing. You know the internet like to spread shit. I'm hearing she like to spread her legs and spread shit. So I'm fucking know. I don't know that woman like that. But I'm hearing stop saying you don't know and say what the fuck we told you. But I don't know that woman like that. That don't mean my ancestors don't. God sees everything. Anywho, I'm hearing there's a woman out here that's purposely burning a man. Like, that's their job. She's called a hit woman. Like, she's a hit woman. She's not like a hit man that go and shoot people. She's a hit woman that goes and give people AIDS. Like, people pay her to do this, is what I'm hearing. It's what she get paid to do. And I'm hearing she get paid thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm hearing like thousands of, like 100,000, 80,000, large amounts of money to go and infect innocent men with HIV. That's cruel and wicked and corrupt. Like, you got to think about how sick in the brain you got to be to pay somebody to go and infect somebody with a deadly disease. Or a disease that they can't get rid of, I should say. Because they say that people live perfectly fine who got HIV now. And then I be seeing all these little YouTube ads and shit about these little pills that they got where it's supposed to be non-detected in your system and shit like that. I don't understand that. Because what the fuck? If you said they got HIV, right? But you said it ain't no cure for it that y'all got. But y'all coming out with these pills that makes it so low that it can't be detected on the test. It's that low in your system. Well, bitch, y'all should have just kept on making the pill and experiment till you got it all the way out the system. But then they want to play in people's face and say they don't got no cure for the shit. Yes, the fuck they do. Because if they didn't have a cure for it, they wouldn't have a treatment for it. Same thing with cancer. To treat it is to prolong it, when you can just get rid of it. That's like giving somebody a little dose of something. That's like if somebody got an excruciating headache and you give them a bare aspirin that got 200 milligrams of some shit. When the whole time you needed to be giving them a Motrin 800, ibuprofen 800, 850, 2 Tylenol 500s to make it 1,000 or something to knock that shit the fuck out so that the headache go away. Not here. Take one of these every 2 hours if it doesn't go away. What? Bitch, give me something strong enough to knock this shit the fuck out so I can go ahead on about my day. But that's how they make their money. So why would they want to cure y'all? You start talking about herbs and how to cure this and cure that, they try to knock you off like Dr. CB and Nipsey Hussle. I ain't planning on jotting all this down in my digital diary. But it must be said. Somebody out here be sacrificing their goddamn brothers. I'm hearing somebody have multiple brothers and they be sacrificing their brothers so that they can stay on top. Like, this person is the money man of the family. Everybody call him if they got a problem. Let's call Uncle so-and-so. I'm going to call my brother so-and-so. Or let me call my son. Or my husband my dad, this man got money. And you know why he got money? Because he sacrificed his brothers. And once he sacrificed the brothers and collected life insurance money off of their policies and things like that, then he opened up business. I'm hearing a dispensary. Then he opened up businesses. I'm hearing fall from grace. Once again, all the businesses are about to start getting shut the fuck down. Like your brothers are here to avenge, to collect. It's a lot of shit about to happen. I'm out of here.